what was your first psychedelic experience like? Was that like the big eye-opening one, or how? I mean, because like you said, once you've tried it one time, I mean, not like it's addiction, not like it's addicting, but you kind of, because it's against the rules and you take it, and then you kind of realize that the rules don't really make sense, that you're not allowed to take them. So how was that first experience for you like?
Yeah, so my first couple were actually using currently legal psychedelics, which Terrence McKenna would talk about how if something's legal, it's probably because it's not very good. Uh, but so the first one was a Salvia divinorum.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, so I did a tincture of it and had a guide that led me and a couple close friends. Um, I was actually getting over the flu at the time and had a fever. So it wasn't necessarily an ideal state to have it in. Um, but that one, it didn't really offer a whole lot. I think part of it was I was still learning kind of how to trip in a really productive way. And how to kind of explore those realms. But I did have a bizarre experience during it. I getting over this flu. Um, so you hold the tincture in your mouth kind of till it takes effect, right? And when I went to spit it out, like there was all this there's this mucus that kind of was like I spit out and it was still just like coming out of my mouth, and like it wouldn't. Usually if you spit, like it's boom, it's there and you're done, right? And so it's this like, to me it looks this kind of shimmering translucent like mucusy snake, and I'm thinking I'm probably hallucinating or something. I'm still kind of learning how this stuff all works. Um, and I kind of, as it's hanging from my mouth, I look around at the two close friends, and I'm kind of thinking like, are they seeing what I'm seeing? And I don't know what to do, so I just start grabbing it with both hands and pulling, and it just keeps coming. It like breaks off, but it was bizarre. And then I asked him after the trip. I was like, I need to know if that actually happened. And they confirmed it, and for them they saw it also as this like shimmering thing, which to me this is kind of an interesting area with these experiences, right? Because like whatever in that state we all saw it as a shimmering thing. I don't I don't remember what the guide was saying because he was sober, right? But it becomes interesting to explore like shared experiences and what kind of bizarre things like that, like what's actually happening. um but so that was my first one. It was interesting, but I didn't really get a whole lot out of it. um and then from there, I tried morning glory seeds, which contain LSA. It's the kind of cousin of LSD, you could say. um it's pretty like physically difficult to do that. You usually need at least like 300 seeds, and you chew them till it's like mush and swallow it. It's a lot to stomach. But I did that 5 different times, and was able to. So I'll kind of go into a little bit. I have a long history of severe migraines, and to me, like that was kind of my early altered states, was these just horrific migraines growing up from the time I was about 6. And so to me, kind of moving into using some of these altered states, it stirs a lot of that up. So with these morning glory experiences, um, it really gave me access into processing the physical trauma of the migraines. Without going into too much kind of detail, but some of them, what I would find is there's certain kind of I could feel in my nervous system how it stored the trauma of the experiences and how that had kind of changed how I move and function. And so I'd have these sort of you call them like abreactive experiences, right? It's kind of this like physiological release that would happen on morning glory seeds, and it kind of, I did it alone. If someone were watching me, I think I would have looked like I was having some sort of like epileptic seizure. Not like a very violent one, but the movements were really kind of jerky and bizarre looking. But internally, I could feel how they were related to the physical trauma, and I could kind of just let the process unfold and feel how it was like it was working out something that was stored pretty deep in me.